It's a perfect blend of good content, a very good director, and Salman sir. And then obviously Ayush. I mean, Ayush has given everything to the film. Never did I think that it would be Antim that would embark my Bollywood journey by making the transition from television to Bollywood. He's fun. He makes you feel as his own. He makes you feel like family. But still, it gets quite intimidating in front of him. I also want my story to inspire millions of people watching us, because I think if I can make it, then you guys can make it too. Hi, this is Mahima Makwana and you're watching me on E-Times.
From making it big in the world of TV and now making it big with her Bollywood debut, Mahima Makwana has come a long way. I'm going to interview her today for E-Times. So Mahima, welcoming you on E-Times first of all.
Thank you. Thank you for
I need to
having
do
me.
this again, but I'll do it later on. So Mahima, being a part of Bollywood, and this is your first debut, and you have Salman Khan, such a big star who's been there in the industry since like 3 decades, and you're working with Ayush Sharma. How your experience has been so far?
The entire filming process on Antim has been nothing less than a dream and a learning experience, because I also have Mahesh Manjrekar sir as the director on the film. And never did I think that it would be Antim that would embark my Bollywood journey by making the transition from television to Bollywood. So I think this film Antim will always be a very special film for me, because we do have Salman sir and Ayush Sharma on the forefront, but here you also have a girl who has a voice and who has a lot to say, and someone who is strong and confident. So I think it's a perfect combination for me to be a part of a film which is a perfect blend of realism, good content, and commercial touch to it. So I think it's a great start, and I'm in a great space right now, though I'm really nervous that it's going to be out right now and people are going to soon witness the magic on the big screen. I can't wait to watch a film on the big screen. So it feels great. It feels absolutely elated about this entire opportunity, and I can't be more grateful.
What made you change, from being a part of the TV world to coming to Bollywood? What made you change your gear?
It was always a childhood dream, being an actor. I started off at the age of 9, and just when I had started off, who doesn't want to make it big on the big screen? So while I was doing television, I was making choices in a way that I run my household, because I was also making a living out of the choices I was making, and at the same time I was living through my passion. But I knew that I want to make it big. I don't know how the journey would be, what all will it take me to reach here. But I started off with TV, then I did a little bit of OTT, then I also did a little bit of South. And there was always a vision that I want to make it big, no matter what it takes. So that's how maybe I reached here. But the journey has been nothing less than crest and throws, and I would call it, my journey has been literally about peaks and valleys, because I've done tons of television shows. I made sure that my choices are such that I challenge myself as a performer every now and then, because I didn't want to be put in a box and put that label that you belong to a certain area or you belong to a certain label. And all I could do is give tons of auditions, tons of rounds, and I think TV has prepared me a lot. I owe my journey to TV, and I'm really proud that that's how my journey began. I started off with TV, and there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I made it through the journey that I had.
We were also talking about your journey. It's not been an easy journey for you. You lost your dad at a very young age. You were staying in Chawl, and you are the breadwinner for your family. So there were a lot of obstacles you had faced personally. Talking about that, and from that experience coming to this, how does it feel?
I completely own the fact that I've not had an easy journey, and I'm extremely grateful that the journey that I've had, the experiences that I've had, the ups and downs that I've had, it has made me the person that I am today. and I feel liberated and empowered that, and I also want my story to inspire millions of people watching us, because I think if I can make it, then you guys can make it too, because all I had is my dream. You know, there was nobody from my family into the into the movie business, and my mom wanted to be an actor. It was her dream to be a part of the show business, but you know, you have restrictions, you have society, you have scrutiny, and being the single parent, it was very difficult for her to raise my bhai and I, because I lost my father when I was born. So I think these little experiences that I've had has matured me to early in life. The reason I started working in the industry is also because, you know, this gradually became my passion, but one of the reasons were also that I had to support my family financially. You know, I had to be the bread earning member of the family, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Of course.
You know, and simultaneously I made sure that I complete my education, I don't lose a hand on it. So, you know, the choices that I made were such that I try again striking a balance, I hope I did, to keep the creative juices flowing, and at the same time running the kitchen, because that can be a really difficult space to be in, you know. But I think I've managed to come through a journey, and I think I've made it. You know, I'm really proud of the journey that I've had, because things were tough. There were a lot of rejections. I don't even remember the count of you know, the kind of auditions that I've given, be it on any platform, be it TV, ads. There was a lot of failure that I faced throughout my journey, but I made sure that, you know, even though I fall, I have to get up on my own. There's nobody that's going to be there for me to support me. All I had is my family with me through thick and thin, and I knew that, you know, if not today, I will make it big. So I would consciously, you know, constantly remind myself of, you know, you've started from there, you have to go, you have to make it big, no matter whatever it takes.
While auditioning for Antim, you had some apprehensions. You were not so mentally ready to be there, you know, out there, because of course, you know, you're getting auditioned by someone like Mahesh Manjrekar, and we have seen his craft of work and the kind of films he's done, be it as a director or be it as an actor. So tell us something about that, when you first shot with him.
I met him for the first time when he auditioned me for the film. So I was completely zapped, because you know, there is this director that I see in front of me who I have been a huge fan of. You know, the contribution that he's had to that he's given to the cinema is impeccable. So for him to audition me and test me for the role was completely, you know, I was like, am I going to audition for it? Like, am I going to make it? Am I going to be good? And within the second take, he told me that, you know, you're good. That's it. And I didn't realize what that reaction was. Then I had to have a screen test with Ayush, and by the end of the day, I realized that I've bagged the film. So I think there's some sort of belief and faith that he had in me right from the beginning, and I think I again think that this has come from TV. The confidence that I had in front of me, I owe it to TV. Had I not had the journey that I had, had I not had the life experiences that I had, because I think I've heard this somewhere that an actor has to have a lot of life experience, see and go out and see what is life. I mean, what is life in order to implement it or in order to channelize it in front of the camera. So yeah, it all made sense by the end of it.
But also, this is your first film with Salman, so he has this kind of an image. He's a macho man, gussa bahut jaldi aa jata hai, and he's someone like he's different completely as a person. So how was that experience for you? And when you met him for the first time, were you like a bit nervous? How was it?
How can I not be nervous in front of Salman sir? I met him on the sets of Big Boss when I was promoting my television show. We had a small interaction. He was really warm, happy, welcoming, and I didn't know. I didn't even give it a thought that maybe a year later I will see myself. I will see myself with him on his set. So that was quite, I mean, that was really a dream come true, and it's something that I'd never thought of. So I would call this entire thing an amalgamation of hard work, destiny, patience, and everything that would make count.
But were you like intimidated by
I
him?
was, you know, I met him. I was really intimidated about even making that integration work, because I had gone there to promote my show, and I get to know while I was being cast or while I was being tested for Manda, he remembered me. He said that, you know, I remember how you were, like, he also have seen some of the glimpses that I've done, you know, the Shubharam as in the previous show that I was doing. So I think his vision, his peculiar vision, his memory is something that I absolutely am a fan of. And I'm so glad that, you know, along with Mahesh sir, it's him who believed in me, you know. He gave me my first break in Bollywood. So I think he's absolutely a fun person to be around, and yeah, I mean, to just be around him was nothing less than a learning experience, and he and Mahesh sir both are an institute themselves.
And don't you see that change in Salman already in 2021, where he doesn't have an actress, he doesn't have a song, and he's just there as an angry young man in a way. So what do you have to say? Because, you know, you are there, you know, a part of this film,
opposite, yeah.
and you're there opposite, of course, Ayush in the film, and here you see Salman in a different character altogether. What do you have to say about that?
See, I think Mahesh sir made it very clear that there is no formula about films anymore. You just have to have good content, and now is the great space for every filmmaker to make their content work, because that's the only thing which is working right now. And when it comes to Salman sir's and his whole, I mean, he also said that we see Salman sir in a different light when, you know, as far as Antim is concerned. We don't see the same macho person or the same characters that, you know, Rajveer Singh is absolutely different from what we have seen him before. So I think that was also a USP about the film. And yeah, maybe this is something that he wanted to do for the longest time. Maybe he was waiting for the right script, and that's why, you know, I keep saying that, you know, it's a perfect blend of good content, a very good director, and, you know, Salman sir. And then obviously Ayush. I mean, Ayush has given everything to the film. What more can I say about him? Because his dedication, his hard work, he's given this film almost 3 years, and 3 years is a long time, you know, for him to change his image right after the first film. And I think I couldn't have imagined anybody else playing or pulling off Rahulya as good as he did.
Are you personally a Salman Khan fan?
Yeah. I mean, you know, my most favorite film of his is Maine Pyar Kiya. Yeah, I mean, that's the Salman Khan image that I cannot get off my mind.
Yeah. So did you try any of the dialogues while talking to him?
No, not at all. Not at all. I could just have a conversation with him, and that would be, because I'm still intimidated by him. Though he's fun, he makes you feel as his own, he makes you feel like family, but still, you know, it gets quite intimidating in front of him.
Have you had any food item from Salman Khan's place?
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe I'll have it on Eid or maybe on some celebration, but I've not had it yet.
How difficult was it to shift from TV to Bollywood?
You know, so it was a conscious choice that I made while I was doing the television shows that I was doing, that I have to shift my focus, and I have to challenge myself and break the norms and change my pattern as a performer. Not that it became my comfort zone, but I saw, you know, actors doing OTT. I was always inclined towards expanding my horizon. So while I was doing the television shows, I was simultaneously testing for a lot of films, you know, for a lot of ads. There were a few film projects that I was supposed to do. It didn't happen because of, you know, date issues. I was committed to the television shows that I was doing, and sometimes I think it gets more difficult because TV actors are generally kept into a box. They are typecast because they belong to a certain medium. So to break that was a bit challenging. But I think with times changing, with the journeys that we see of other actors, I think for me, some of the journeys making it from TV to Bollywood have been so inspiring. Like you know, some of I think Mrunal Thakur's journey, or be it Radhika Madan. There's so many of them.
Yes, Sushant and even Siddharth Shukla had a very good journey. Like
Absolutely. So you know, they have somehow made us believe that it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what you've done. If you're a good actor, or if you put in hard work in something, it might take time. It might, you know, actor has to have a lot of patience and resilience. But one day it will happen. One day, you know. So I think it was difficult. It was definitely not an easy journey, because you have to break your own pattern. You have to get out of your own comfort zone. So I think I'm still learning the process through the process, and I'm grateful that, you know, I have already bagged my first. So
also, when it comes to TV, you have to like spend some like 12 to 14 hours on the sets, and you know, there you finish your shoot. How was it in Bollywood for you?
you know what? I think as an actor, there was nothing different being on a television set to being on a film set, because it depends with what vision are you looking at it. For me, it was just about being honest to your character. It was just about being truthful to what you do, and that's about it, you know. In TV, I understand that, you know, actors are used to working at extreme circumstances. It's a delivery-based medium. But as far as films are concerned, you know, you get more time to prepare. You get more time to give yourself as a performer. You also know the very starting to the end point of your character. The scale is different because, you know, because of the monetary reasons, because of the scale. The working patterns are going to be difficult and different, but I think what I kept in my mind is that I am here to do my job, and I'm anyway a director's actor. So however sir molded me, I went by it.
Are you planning to return back to TV, or like follow the, you know, path of your predecessors like Ankita or you know, Moni Roy for that matter?
You know what, my vision right now is to work with the best of the best people, and I don't want to restrict myself by putting myself in a box. Like I said, that I want to put myself in a box where I continue to, you know, to get back or do what. I've still not decided. All I know is that I am going to enjoy this journey, and I want to do more, you know, great stuff in films, on OTT, on TV, and basically I think right now is the best space for different kind of actors, for different kind of stories to come in the forefront. So I'm just excited for how the journey would be in front of me. I absolutely have no notion, but what I know is that I will challenge myself, and I want to be associated with the best of the best people in the industry and have a great body of work.
There were reports of you being a part of Nagin 3, of course, and you have denied it already to the other channel.
That's not true.
But if ever offered a role like that, would you do? Because you have been a you know, part of fantasy world in the past. So would you do a role like that?
Why
being a
not?
Nagin?
Why not? I mean, I think depends at what stage I am as an actor, and you know, if we have. Like, I think, you know, fantasy world becomes really tricky for an actor to perform, because you have to have a lot of conviction. You have to have a lot of belief in what you do, because you don't have actual characters. You have to pre-empt the characters. You have to anticipate what is going to happen. So I think right now I'm focusing on Antim and things to unfold in the coming days, months. But if there's something that comes up which is interesting on the lines of fantasy world, why not?
We've also seen you performing, like there are some dance sequences you have done. How was that experience for you? You know,
On Antim?
Yes, in Antim.
Antim, I don't have a dancing
We just
sequence.
saw you like in one of the scenes where you're just moving and all like that. So maybe
No, so there is
that's just a romantic song.
There is a romantic song sequence where you.
Achha, no dance sequence.
No dance sequence. There is a romantic song where you see Rahulya's and Manda's chemistry being established, because it's an action-driven film. There was a limited time for us to establish their chemistry, because his love story or his love interest is equally important to that of the other things that are happening. So I think, you know, you're talking about that sequence. So it was my first Bollywood song ever, and it was a romantic song. So we had, you know, I was really nervous about how will this look and how is it going to be. But Ayush has been a lovely co-star He's commendable, and he's also a good friend. So the ice was already broken, and then we had Mahesh helping us out through the choreography, and also Shabina ma'am was there. So we made sure that the song looks beautiful and clean, and there's grace, there is that adai and lehza to it.
That was nice talking to you, Mahima, and thank you so much for your lovely time. All the very best.
Thank you.